Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I would like to give you some tips on what you should do when you go into labor at home. This is what is going to help you to stay home longer, and as long as you are at home you're more relaxed, you can keep calm, you have all your people around you who will keep you calm. There is no stress, there's no pressure, and therefore when you go into the hospital you're more likely to be kept in rather than being sent home because you've come in too early. So number one thing to do when your labor starts at home is to make sure that it is a real thing. Okay, so once it's started and it's starting to go and you're starting to have a pattern, such as contractions are coming every 5 minutes, they're lasting for a good amount of time, which maybe could be 30 seconds, you're now really starting to think that this is the real thing. The first thing you want to do is to run yourself a bath. So make water into a bathtub, make it as nice temperature as you want it to be, and you want to stay in this bath for about 20 to 30 minutes. You don't need to put anything into the water such as bubble bath or soaps or anything like that, or oils, just the plain water in a bathtub, and lay in this for about half an hour. This will help ease your muscles, relax you a little bit, and if it's not the real deal, it will calm all the pains that you're getting, okay? And you feel nice and relaxed when you come out of the water. Once you're out of the water, if it is the real thing, you will still feel a bit relaxed, and it will help you to calm down, helping your hormones to flow nicely and stop you from being tensed. And then once you're out, you have to wear something comfortable, something that you think you can go into hospital with in case you need to go straight away. And then you want to move on to tip number 2. Tip number 2 meaning make sure that you've had something lovely to eat. Don't eat anything too heavy. Keep it light, keep it simple, and keep it small and regular. Okay, so eat something small, not a big bowl of plate of food, and just keep it really simple as much as you can. The third tip to do is, if you feel like yes, the contractions are getting stronger, they're getting more regular, it will be then time to try to chart or record or monitor the contractions that you're getting, how often they're coming and how long for. Now the best way to do this is not to do it individually with every single contraction. This is going to take somebody a lot of time, and they could be using that time to do something more useful. Okay, so the best way to chart your contractions is to pick a slot. So you take a 10-minute slot and you see how many contractions you get within that time. Now your aim is to get 3 contractions in that 10 minutes. If you're getting 3 contractions, it means your contractions are similarly lasting for about a minute, and they come in every 2 to 3 minutes. So if you get 3 in 10 and they've been doing so for a while, it's time for you to maybe think about going in, or at least calling up your hospital unit to speak to them. Okay, the third tip to do to help you stay at home longer is to try taking something like paracetamol and then moving on to some massage. Okay, so if by this time you feel your contractions are much stronger, you want to take paracetamol, which is 1 milligram, and that's 2 tablets dose, and you want to try and get your partner or somebody else in the household to give you a nice massage. If it's joint for your neck, your back, or hands or feet, anything like that, that's going to help to keep you relaxed. Make sure you're playing something soothing in the background, some relaxing music or comedy in the background to keep you nice and really relaxed and not tensed, something to make you laugh in between the contractions and not constantly panicking or worrying about anything else. Okay, the third tip to do is that once you've had your paracetamol, when you feel like things are getting stronger and you need to have something else, you want to then try and go back in the bath. Okay, you want to try and get 2 baths in during the time that you're at home, not 1 but 2. Go in for your second bath, stay in that for about 20 to 30 minutes once again, and then come out. Stay comfortable, keep something, wear something comfortable that again you can go into hospital with. The other tip to give you is to make sure that you are drinking plenty of water. Now this is not for you to drink a big bottle of water straight away. You're going to be sipping these water. You're going to keep sipping really small amounts but very regularly. Okay, so keep sipping water in between each contractions. You take a bottle of water next to you and you're just going to keep sipping through it. Another thing to help you is to make sure that you are going to the toilet, passing urine regularly as well. You do not want to keep a full bladder during your early labor. You want your baby's head to be going down the birth canal, and in order for that to happen, your bladder needs to be nice and empty. So please make sure you're trying to pass urine at least every 2 hours. Now, this is something that somebody in your house can keep a record of and let you know when it's time for you to go and try again. Okay? So make sure you're passing regular urine. Please, at all times, keep in contact with the hospital unit so they are aware of you. They can give you advice, they can keep you calm, and they can let you know and assure you that it's still okay to stay home. Another thing that you can use to help yourself to stay at home longer is to use a TENS machine. Now, if you don't know what a TENS machine is, I will link a picture of it up here or up there, and you can have a look at what this is. You can buy these devices or you can rent them in certain areas, such as like a chemist, a pharmacy, in places such as Boots. You can rent them from there. And they're just an electronic device which you put 4 pads at the lower back of your back, and with each contraction you press the button that's attached to the device, and it will just stop. It will give you a quick electric shock which is supposed to go up your back and block the pain signals reaching to your brain, so therefore you don't feel the full extent of the contractions. It sort of takes the edge of it, and it's a good way to help you stay home longer because you're not feeling the full effect of this. So what you need to do is to make sure you do it in stages. You don't just go straight from a contraction and then you go straight to your TENS machine. Okay, you want to try and ease into it. So first you have a first shower. Then you come out of the shower, you walk around, you keep mobile, of course, throughout everything. If you are tired, of course, take a rest. But the idea is that you take it in stages, going from the weakest way of pain relief, then to the strongest. So you start off with a bath, and then you come out, eat something, keep your bladder empty, keep hydrated, and then next thing to do is possibly to take a paracetamol 1 gram for the dose. If the contraction starts to get even stronger, take a second bath, again 30 minutes at least, 20 minutes minimum, and then wait for the contractions to get more, and then you're going to move on into applying your TENS machine if you have it. If you don't, and at this point if you've gone past 4 hours since your first paracetamol dose, then it's okay to take another dose. Make sure you are keeping track of when you're passing urine, and of course keep the hospital informed of your progress at all times. Now, the best thing or the best way to help you understand when is a good time to go in is, apart from you having regular contractions when it's coming 3 contractions in a 10-minute, the best way to know that it's time to go is when you are having a contraction and you cannot, and I repeat, you cannot talk through the contraction. So at this point you are breathing really well, you're taking deep breaths through your nose and breathing out, and you are feeling like you cannot talk during the contraction. You know you want to talk, you know what you want to say, but you cannot communicate it. This is a good time to know that it's time to go into the birthing unit or into the hospital, to the labor ward, wherever you're being having your baby. If you are having a home birth, once you feel like your contractions are getting regular and you are now knowing that you now know that this is a real thing, you want to call your midwife that's coming home to see you or coming to deliver the baby for you. Alright, so these are the tips that will help you to stay at home as long as possible, so therefore you have a minimum chance of being sent back home when you've attended the hospital during your early labor stages. I hope you find this video useful, and if it is useful, please make sure you subscribe to the channel and also share the video and like as well. Thank you so much for watching my videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Good luck with your birth. Bye bye.